Well, Joe Biden is promising more federal COVID relief in the new year, but could that relief be wiped out by tax increases that he's also promised? Joining me now is Fox News contributor Adam Lashinsky out west, Walser Wealth Management's Rebecca Walser, and CPA and market analyst Dan Geltrud. Good to see you all. Thanks for being here. Happy New Year. Dan, first to you. I've spoken to a lot of companies, large and small, who say they'd give up another round of relief if they could get a promise that they could believe in, that their taxes wouldn't go up. Have you heard the same thing?
Yeah, I have, David. Everybody is really afraid of what a Biden presidency is going to look like if he has both houses of Congress and he's able to get through significant tax hikes. The thing about these tax increases that Biden is proposing, it's in the name of tax fairness, but that's really not true. When 1%, the top 1%, pays 40% of the income tax, and you have nearly half the people in the country pay no income tax at all. So it is already completely skewed, and it's skewed against the people who create jobs and business owners. So it's absolutely the wrong direction to go in.
And again, Rebecca, the business people who are being killed right now because of all the lockdowns are primarily small businesses, many of whom might see their taxes go up, even though they're not necessarily the richest of the rich. They're just people who take their income as personal income, rather because they're not incorporated. But they could get hurt by tax increases, couldn't they?
You know, David, this is Happy New Year, and
Happy
I want to start on a positive note for 2021.
Sure.
But certainly talking about Biden's tax plans for 2021 is not positive. I completely agree with Dan. And I will just say, if you look at the metrics that we have on the closures, David, we've had almost 200,000 small businesses close. 100,000 of them, almost over half, are permanent closures. So we need a plan going forward. Now that we have vaccines, we need a plan going forward to reopen this country. And Biden's tax plan, now he proposed this while he was running for an election. If he does, in fact, get both houses of Congress, you're going to see something there that on his tax plan that we just can't afford to do in the middle of still being shut down. Half of our states are still shut down, and they're going more in that direction because of this new variant strand, David. So this is a disaster, and the Senate election cannot be more important on Monday. I just cannot stress, or Tuesday, how important this election is, because, you know, we don't know what kind of tax plan we're going to see if we have an all blue government at the federal level.
Well, Adam, Joe Biden doesn't listen to me. Maybe he'll listen to you. You're out in Silicon Valley, or your wife, if I'm not mistaken, your wife works in Silicon Valley, and yes, a lot of those companies have done extremely well. There was a tax windfall, billions of dollar windfall that California got because of the success of Silicon Valley over the pandemic year. Isn't there a way that you could advise Joe Biden to sort of carve out the small guys, not the big companies, because they've, as I say, done extremely well, carve out the smaller companies? Maybe they look rich on paper, but they're not, because they pour their money back into their business. Carve them out of any tax increase.
David, I also want to wish you and everyone else a very happy New Year.
Same to you, my friend.
Great to be here with you. I think we should caution not to hyperventilate here about high taxes. We should pay attention to the sequence of events that's going to happen. The first thing that's going to happen, and everybody knows this, is more stimulus, more relief for the people in need, including the people that you're talking about. And you make a great point, David, that a lot of these people are the small business owners you're referring to, are taxed as their personal income taxes if their businesses are shut down. And by the way, David, not because of lockdowns, but because of the pandemic. If their businesses are shut down, their income has gone down dramatically, regrettably. That means they're not going to be paying higher taxes, no matter the tax rate. What they will be counting on is the stimulus relief, which they're going to get. And by the way, they're going to get that no matter what the makeup of the Senate is after next week's election in Georgia.
Well, but again, of course, Dan, you do have these record highs in the stock market. The stock market continues to do well, hoping that once the pandemic is over, that all the lockdowns go away, that the vaccine gets around and everybody will be flying and going to hotels again and things will be hunky-dory. But I remember a lot of optimism after the last recession, one in 2008 and 9, finished up. And instead of seeing lower taxes and lower regulations, which administrations used to do to get out of a recession, we had higher taxes with Obama, Biden, more regulations, and that led to one of the slowest recoveries on record, right, Dan?
Yes, it did. And that is why when you're talking about increasing taxes, it's been said over and over, you can't tax your way to prosperity. As far as the market goes, the market's a funny thing because it is forward-looking, but not too forward-looking, meaning that the furthest the market likes to go out is about a quarter related to what the earnings reports are going to look like. And if we're going to see higher taxes related to corporations, and that's exactly what Joe Biden wants to do, that is not going to fare well in the stock market. And I anticipate not just a slowing down in the economy, but also a slowing down in the growth of the market. And that hurts everyone.
Well, I think Joe
401ks.
Biden is going to listen to Adam Lashinsky, and he may be able to carve out small businesses. That's my hope anyway. I'm praying for that. We're going to see more of the panel coming up later in the show. Thank you, folks. Well, the new COVID-19 strain spreading to more states. More on that coming next.